Next point, okay, that is displacement current. So we have seen there are three types of current, okay, electric current, then electron current, okay. Now here we have to see displacement current. Displacement current in space between plates of capacitor. We know that when electric current in a DC circuit constitute a flow of free electron, that's shown in figure 8.31, a parallel plate capacitor with a dielectric is connected across a DC source. In the conducting part of circuit, free electrons are responsible for the flow of current. But in the region between the plates of capacitor, there are no free electrons available for conduction in the dielectrics. As circuit is closed, the current flows through the circuit and grows to its maximum value, that is IC, in a finite time. So the conduction current IC is found to be same everywhere in the circuit except inside the capacitor. As the current passes through the leads of the capacitor, the dielectric field between the plate increases, and this in turn causes polarization of the dielectric. Thus, there is a current in the dielectric due to the movement of bound charges. The current due to bound charges is called displacement current or charge separation current. Again, note that there is a current in the dielectric due to movement of bound charges, and current due to bound charges is called displacement current or charge separation current. So we can now derive an expression for IC and ID. So from equation 8.23, this already we have derived, we can infer that the charge produced on the plate of capacitor is due to electric field E. So Q equal to AK epsilon 0 E. Then differentiating the above equation, we get dq upon dt is equal to AK epsilon 0 dE upon dt. So dq upon dt is the conduction current, that is rate of flow of charge, okay, in the conducting part of the circuit. Now IC is equal to dq upon dt, which is equal to AK epsilon 0 dE upon dt, okay, because Q equal to AK epsilon 0 E, and dE upon dt is equal to IC upon AK epsilon 0. So dE upon dt is proportional to the IC for fixed values of E. So in this way, the rate of change of electric field, that is dE upon dt across the capacitor is proportional to the current IC flowing in the conducting part of the circuit. So the quantity on RHS of equation 8.24, okay, this previous equation, okay, here you can see 8.24, okay, quantity RHS on right hand side of 8.24 is having the dimensions of electric current and is caused by the displacement of the bound charges in the dielectric of the capacitor under the influence of the electric field. This current called displacement current and is equivalent to the rate of flow of charge, so that IC is equal to dq upon dt in conducting part of the circuit. So in the absence of any dielectric between the plates of the capacitor K equal to 1, the displacement current ID is equal to A epsilon 0 dE upon dt. As broad generalization of displacement current in circuit containing a capacitor, it can be stated that displacement currents do not remain confined to the space between the plate of a capacitor. A displacement current ID exists at any point in the space where time varying electric field E exists, that is dE upon dt is not zero. So as displacement current exists at any point in space, so time varying field, that is dE upon dt is not zero. Then energy stored in capacitor. A capacitor is a device used to store energy. Charging a capacitor means transferring electrons from one plate of the capacitor to the other. Hence, work will have to be done by battery in order to remove the electrons against the opposing forces. These opposing forces arise since the electrons are being pushed to the negative plate, which repels them, and electrons are removed from the positive plate, which tends to attract them. In the both the cases, the force opposes the transfer from one plate to another. As charges on plate increases, opposition also increases. This work is stored in the form of electrostatic energy in the electric field between the plates, which can later be recovered by the discharging of capacitor. So we will see its derivation. Consider a capacitor of capacitance C being charged by a DC source of V. So capacitor charged by a DC source. Okay. During the process of charging, let Q dash be the charge on capacitor and V be the potential difference between the plates. Hence C equal to Q dash upon V. A small amount of work is done if small charge dq is further transferred between the plates. So dW is equal to V into dq, and we know that V equal to Q upon C, that is Q dash upon C. Now total work done, if we have to calculate, so it is continuous, so that we have to use integration. So work done is equal to integration of dW, which goes from 0 to Q, that is Q dash Q dq upon C. So 1 upon C is constant, take out it from this integration, and integration of Q dash dq will be what? Q dash square by 2. Put limits 0 to Q, so it will be half of Q square upon C. And this work done is stored as electrical potential energy of the capacitor, and this work done can be expressed in different forms as follows. Therefore U is equal to half of Q square upon C, where Q equal to CV. Again you can use this equation, half CV square, or which is equal to half QV. So this is the energy stored in the capacitor. So the energy supplied to the battery is QV, but energy stored in electric field is half QV. Okay, remember this difference. Energy supplied to the battery is QV, and energy stored, okay, in electric field, that is half QV, because energy stored, that is the half part of the energy supplied. So rest of half QV energy is wasted as heat in connecting wires and battery itself. And then last point, that is Van de Graaff generator. Now this generator is a Van de Graaff generator is a device used to develop very high potentials of the order of 10 raised to 7 volts. The resulting large electric fields are used to accelerate charged particles, that is electron, protons and ions, to high energies needed for experiments to probe the small scale structure of matter and for various experiments in nuclear physics. So it was designed by Van de Graaff, okay, in 1901 to 1907, in the year 1931. Okay. So this generator is based upon phenomenon of corona discharge, okay, that is action of sharp points. Okay, then the property that charge given to a hollow conductor is transferred to its outer surface and distributed uniform over it. And third one, if a charge is continuously supplied to an insulated metallic conductor, the potential of conductor goes on increasing. These are the three basic principles. Now see its construction. So schematic diagram is given, okay, where P1 P2 pulleys, BB with a conveyor belt, capital A is the spray brush, capital C collector brush, capital D dome shaped hollow conductor, E evacuated accelerating tube, I ion source, P DC power supply, S steel vessel filled with nitrogen, M is earth metal plate. So this is nothing but a construction of diagram. So we will see it in detail. An endless conveyor belt BB is made of an insulating material such as reinforced rubber or steel, can move over two pulleys P1 and P2. The belt is kept continuously moving by a motor driving the lower pulley P1. The spray brush A, consisting of a large number of pointed wires, is connected to the positive terminal of a high voltage DC power supply. From this brush, positive charge can be sprayed on the belt, which can be collected by another similar brush C. This brush is connected to a large dome shaped hollow metallic conductor D. Okay, you can see here in diagram, okay, metallic conductor D. Then, which is mounted on insulating pillars. Okay, E is an evacuated accelerating tube having an electrode I at its upper end connected to the dome shaped conductor. Now, to prevent the leakage of charge of from the dome, the pulley and belt arrangement, the dome and a part of evacuated tube are enclosed inside a large steel vessel S, filled with nitrogen at high pressure. A small quantity of freon gas is mixed with nitrogen to ensure better insulation between the vessel S and its contents. A metal plate A held opposite to a brush A on other side of the belt is connected to the vessel S, which is earth. Working. The electric motor connected to pulley P1 is switched on, which begins to rotate, setting the conveyor belt into motion. The DC supply is then switched on. From the pointed ends of the spray brush a positive charge is continuously sprayed on belt B. The belt carries this charge in upward direction, which is collected by a collector brush C. Okay, this C where it is collector brush, and sent to the dome shaped conductor. As the dome is hollow, the charge is distributed over the outer surface of the dome. If its potential rises to very high value due to the continuous accumulation of charges on it, the potential of the electrode I also rises to this high value. The positive ions such as protons or deuterons from a small vessel, okay, containing ionized hydrogen or deuterium are then introduced in the upper part of the evacuated accelerator tube. These ions, repelled by the electrode I, are accelerated in the downward direction. Due to very high fall of potential along the tube, these ions acquire a very high energy, and these high energy charged particles are then directed so as to strike the desired target. Whatever this downward arrow, okay, in this way these high energy particles are strike towards the target. So uses of these are given here. Okay, the main use of Van de Graaff generator is to produce very high energy charged particles having energies of the order of 10 million electron volts. Such high energy particles are used. Then to carry out the disintegration of nuclei of different elements, to produce radioactive isotopes, to study nuclear structure, to study different types of nuclear reaction, and to accelerate electrons to sterilize and to produce materials. Okay, so these are the uses of Van de Graaff generator. Okay, so you can go through this diagram also. Okay, if you want to see, okay, you can see its online video also on YouTube. Okay, where diagrammatic explanation with proper arrows are given on online. Okay, or YouTube channels are available, so you can go through these videos. Okay, thank you students. Okay, and at the end there are some sites are given. Okay, you can go through these sites also.